So guys, today we're talking about the shitty ending of Game of Thrones.
Or if you thought it was shitty.
You liked it?
No. I was disappointed in it. It was
so lackluster. It was so anticlimactic.
It was very vanilla.
It was like, how are you gonna give us like season after
Oh wait,
season?
time's up. Should we like introduce the drink and stuff?
We're drinking Giant's Milk. This is liquor.
Well, our version of Giant's Milk. It's delicious.
Oh my god.
Right? I'm
This
drinking
is
all the time.
problematic.
Yeah, because I'm gonna down this shit and I'm gonna finish that whole bottle.
Oh my god, I'm gonna pass out after I drink that. I mean, would you call yourself a throaty? I wouldn't call it. I mean, I'm a fan. I'm
a fan. I just became a fan 2 weeks ago. I binge watched the whole series in like 2 weeks.
Talk about peer pressure.
So I can catch up with the finale because I had not seen a single episode before last month. Before 2 weeks ago.
I started watching, I think it was like 2 or 3 years ago.
I'm not as I'm upset with the ending, don't get me wrong. But I think because I just started watching it 2 weeks ago, I didn't have to wait a year and a half or almost 2 years for this last season.
You got to binge watch it.
I could understand if you had to wait a year and a half to 2 years for this last season to be like, really? This is what you're fucking giving me? I will say that. They had so many characters that they build up such good stories for, you know?
The story arcs, but I feel like a lot of
they
arcs flopped.
Yeah, like Brienne. Okay, so she lost her virginity and now she's gone because she lost her virginity.
That irritated me. I was really pissed off that she got with Jaime.
Yeah, I wanted her to be with
Tormund.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted her to be with Tormund. I did. I really did. I was like fucking waiting for it.
Really?
I don't know. I think a lot of things that really pissed me off, like to the point of where I was like, what was the whole point? There were so many strong female characters that were built so high and so amazing where you were like, yeah, women rule, yeah. And then they were all fucked over by men. And then all their stories were just completely just flop.
Who was fucked over by a man? I wasn't fucked over by a man.
Lyanna Tarth.
Yeah, okay, her, yes.
Like, why?
Yes.
Why?
But she was like the only one.
No.
I wasn't fucked over by
No, because then fucking Daenerys, she was like all like, John, please, don't.
That's because she wanted to keep her title. I don't think that had anything to do with her love for him.
I know, but she's supposed to be a strong woman. She's been like telling everybody like, you know, I'm gonna break her fucking chains. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden,
so you wanted her to kill John.
I wouldn't have minded if she killed John. I mean, I would have been pissed at her for killing John, but it would have made more sense for her to kill John. But the fact that she was like, John, please, you know, I was like, what is happening to you? Like, she should have just been like, this is how it is, this is the way it's gonna be, and you know, blah blah blah. You know, just kept the role that she was, you know, given.
But I think because she was supposed to be unwinding towards the end, she was supposed to be slowly slipping into the Mad Queen, so they had to show some type of which I think they should have given us more of a breakdown. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A little bit more of Daenerys slipping into madness as opposed to her.
Then there's just one fucking little thing that was like, it wasn't like yeah, I get it, all this stuff like built up, but she always conquered, she always like overcame, and then it was like this one thing was the thing that just made her spiral. And then she was like, okay, you know, my dark circles, because
they killed her friend.
Well, yeah, but it was like you
traumatic.
think, okay, can we talk about like when she gets to King's Landing and like that one scene when they go and they see Missandei die? Why didn't she just kill everybody then and there? And why didn't Cersei? Because that was such an opportunity on both sides, especially from Cersei's end. Cersei could have killed so many people just right then and there.
Cersei, don't get me started on Cersei. I'm saving her until the end.
But you know what I'm saying? Like they had all, what were the arrow thingies? What are they called?
The archers?
The scorpions? The scorpions? Yeah. I think they were called the scorpions. They had how many of those, and they could have literally killed the dragon because the dragon was just chilling on the floor, like watching the whole shit going down in the background. They could have seriously just killed the dragon. Tyrion, he walked straight up. Could have easily been taken out by how many archers? Why does his sister still give him the opportunity? And then same thing with Cersei, with Daenerys. She was like right there in the open. Like there was so many like I mean, if she would have killed Daenerys, it still would have been a better fucking ending than what we got. Because then it would have been like, fuck, Cersei literally killed everybody. Yeah. Cersei was a fucking bad bitch. Cersei was the evil of all evils. But no, instead it was like, I don't know, it was so like anticlimactic.
It was just like, I wanted to see more of a fallout from Daenerys. Like, more of like a struggle. You know, like, yeah, she didn't really, like, yeah, a lot of people were telling her about the Mad King, and she kept saying, I'm not my father, but there wasn't really an internal struggle that you saw.
Right, it just happened.
If they would have had some, yeah, it was just her sitting on top of the city with the Drogon, and then she's like, and then takes off and murders everybody.
And I was like, okay, the bells rang, you got what you wanted. Yeah. And then, like, Rhaena was like, no, because Rhaena, like, she said she saw it. She was like, no, she's not done. She's not happy.
They were foreshadowing it from the beginning, you know, talking about, like, the Targaryens are all crazy because of their incest and, you know, her father. So, you know, there was some foreshadowing to, you know, something's gonna snap within her.
But there was never, like...
But there was never that internal struggle that you saw.
Never.
You know?
Like, why did they only choose to give us 6 episodes? They could have gone 10 episodes.
They could have... HBO offered them as many episodes as they needed for this last season, and they were like, nah, we only need 6.
My ass. Because, like, when the season began, I thought it was really good. I thought it was a great opener. I thought it was, you know, a great, like, development with the characters. And then you... Like, that one... What was it? Episode 2? Was it episode 2?
What?
When they were like all sitting around the fire and they were singing and they were talking about stories, and it was like Brianna of Tarth and she got like knighted.
Oh,
you remember that episode?
Yeah.
That whole episode, I was like in shock, and it was such a very simple episode, but it was so detailed. It was so in depth to every character. Where right away you went, fuck. People are gonna die in the next episode. Like, people are gonna fucking die. And this is making my heart break because I'm like, how dare you bring all these people together to make me go, who's gonna survive? And they all survived.
Like, with Jon killing Daenerys, I love that they had him kill her. But, once again, they fell short on the character emotion of it, I guess you can say. Because he killed her, you know, because, you know, he was closest to her and he was able to get that close to her to just stab her. But I wanted there to be more of, like, I wanted to, like, break down after killing her or something, like cry and scream or, you know, offer himself as a sacrifice to Drogon, you know, like, I wanted more emotion out of it. It was just like, bam, he's like, with his stupid face the whole time, like, you know?
And then fucking Drogon, like, right away, like, knowing it happened or whatever. And then I was like, okay, he's gonna kill Jon. Like, he's just gonna kill Jon.
Or some, yeah.
And then I was like, okay, he's part Targaryen, so maybe he won't burn because he's Targaryen. I still would have liked to know if he would have burned or not.
I wanted more of a fight from Grey Worm afterwards. You know, like, battle it out afterwards. Grey Worm.
I find it hard to believe that Grey Worm wouldn't have killed Jon.
Yeah. Or they wouldn't have battled, or one of them had to have died.
Like, you're gonna tell me he's out on the street killing men who have already surrendered, and he doesn't fucking care and kills them because it's his queen's, you know, that's her word. And then he kills the queen, and Grey Worm's not gonna be like, you know, fuck you, you killed the woman that, you know, has
my leader, my breaker of chains.
Yeah,
you know,
and he's just gonna throw him in a. Not that I wanted Jon to die, but I think with what we were given, it would have been
made sense if he did die or something.
Yeah, I would have. I think it would have been better for just to kill off Jon, because then I almost feel like nothing developed with Jon. He just ended up in the same spot,
and he just kind of like disappeared. Kind of like his character wasn't even relevant anymore.
It was
like, I don't know.
You build them up and you give them all this power, and you let us on to believe, like, okay, if she dies, he becomes king. And then instead it was like, okay, you're gonna go back to the wall, bro.
But then he doesn't even stay at the wall. They show him
and they're moving
with the people.
Yeah, they're moving north of the wall.
So he's one defying the king's orders, which is his brother. Not even his brother, his cousin.
It's his cousin. His cousin.
Yeah. You know, as opposed to that, like, so he's disobeying orders. He's not gonna stay at the wall. I mean, is there even a wall there anymore anyways?
That's what I kept telling Rena. I was like, oh, all of a sudden the walls just fucking magically put back together? Or was like, what the fuck happened? I thought the whole thing came crumbling down.
Well, not the whole thing. I know a big part of it.
Well, this whole section where, like, they were at, like,
yeah.
Remember, like, I was like, wait a minute. So, are they really opening the wall? Like,
I mean, where are they getting it? I mean,
I was like, how did
they're
they
just
do that?
piling up snow.
They're all iglooing it. I don't know.
And Bran being king, I guess I can
Hate it.
I mean,
I hate
Why
it.
do you think I came all this way?
No. How do you fucking make this like I'm a third-eyed raven? You know, constantly, and he's like, I don't want to be king.
I want nothing
Yeah,
more.
he's all, I'm the third-eyed raven. Like constantly, and then he's all, why do you think I'm here at the end? So you fucking knew the whole time?
You were gonna be king?
I just
I love Sansa's like, but he can't have kids. Like, yo, dude, don't work.
I mean, I kind of like how at the end they were basically saying like Bran would be like the last king, and then after that it would become more of like a democracy where the people would choose. But then it's like, why not just have the people choose now?
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand why not just set that into place.
But then, so since the North is separate now, she's queen of the North then?
Yeah, but they're independent, so
Because they kept saying 7-7, and then it wasn't until the last episode.
she was like, they're gonna be independent.
yeah. And then they said, okay, he's the king of the 6th round.
So wait a minute, that don't make any fucking sense then. Like, why? See, that just makes it even more stupid. Like, hey, I don't want to go with this flow, so I want to be queen of my fucking realm.
Sansa always wanted to be queen.
But still, then why can't every other, like, you had, what was the booby kid name?
Oh.
What was his name?
Robin.
Robin was there. Why couldn't Robin say that he wanted to be the king of Winterfell? Wait, not Winterfell.
The Vale.
The Vale. Why weren't any of them allowed to just say like no?
Because the North was all, I don't know. Because
But then it's the whole shit all over again. You're creating that whole like, well, I'm king, I'm queen, this is mine. Doesn't make sense.
That's what I'm saying. What, is she queen then? Or is they just their own?
Well, yeah, at the end they were like, the queen of the north, the queen of the north.
Okay.
So
then anybody could just start their own kingdom.
well, yeah. And then they were even saying for like Grey Worm and the Unsullied to go start their own, like.
It was just like, it was too neat of an ending for such a...
Yeah, you know what? Perfect. It was too neat. I don't understand how you go 7 seasons of brutality and murder.
Unjustified brutality, like killing babies, killing women, killing pregnant women,
yeah.
and then for it to just end like, hey, so I'm queen of the North, and
You guys handle that. Yeah, I was like, wait a minute.
and let's just banish John, you know, like what?
Let's talk about the most aggravating portion of the entire series. I need people to sound off down below. If you're a GOT watcher, I need to know, are you as upset as we are with Cersei's death?
Oh,
I don't understand how someone so horrid and evil and manipulative and
gets the most romantic and
Ending.
peaceful death ever, and they try to make it. Tyrion goes, uncovers a couple of bricks, and they're just like embracing, not crushed, not bloody, not disfigured, but perfectly, like, really, there was only fucking, what did he pull off, like 4 bricks, and then just to the right of him there was nothing.
honestly,
Like, no, I needed that bitch to suffer.
yeah, exactly. Like a little bit of torture, or at least see her like begging for mercy from someone.
They tried to do that when she was like, I want my baby to live, Jaime.
But that
like,
wasn't the same.
I want to see more of that. I want to see her crying. I wanted to be like, what did I do to know that this was all her fucking fault?
Like some type of remorse.
You know?
Some
And
kind of remorse, yeah.
Jaime to stab her in the stomach like, this is an abomination. This can, you know what?
Yeah, right.
Jaime, grow some fucking balls. You
Oh
know?
man.
She needed to die by the hands of somebody.
Because the entire time you're watching,
You want her to die.
You're like, dude, this
Every
bitch,
episode
like,
needs to die.
Yeah, she needs to die. She
Like,
needs,
Arya needed to kill her.
like when she had to do her atonement, I was like, oh man, I was
was
so
like,
happy
yes!
this bitch is being put to shame. Like, finally, like here she was trying to take these people and use them to her will, and instead they were like, no, bitch, you got shame of your own. I was like, yes, it backfired on her, but it still wasn't enough.
It wasn't.
It really
because she still
wasn't.
got them back in the end.
Seriously.
And that's, I think, if you're gonna fuck up the entire ending, if you're gonna cast off characters, fine. At least give me Cersei's fucking death the
Yeah.
way it should. I can forgive the rest
Honestly, I could forgive the rest.
if you would have given me a
Cersei's
better
head.
Cersei. Yeah.
Giving me Cersei's head. Like, seriously, like, fuck. Talk about a villain being able to be romanticized in the end.
A martyr. Like, no. bitch needed something better than that.
That
death was too good for her.
Every fucking woman that was pregnant was slaughtered, their child ripped from their womb.
There was like
and
so
this fucking bitch got to just meh.
You're gonna kill all these innocent people in the most graphic way, and the one person who deserves it
the fucking most. Just.
If anything, that's the one thing I'm pissed off about.
I mean, this is all our opinion, by the way, like how we felt about the series. Now, I've seen other articles where people are like, oh, it was perfect. It was, I'm satisfied by it. I don't know what the fuck you were watching, but okay. But if you're one of those people, leave it down below. Yeah, explain.
You're like, yeah, like,
well, like, what did you get from it? Like, what was the answers that you were given from the season?
How did you take it? Because everyone has their own perception of it.
Yeah.
What is your perception of it?
So anyways, guys, we just wanted to vent about this past week's episode of GOT. And leave us down in the comments how you felt about the episode. Let us know if you agree with us or if you disagree. And what do you plan on watching next? Because
did you cancel your HBO subscription?
I canceled mine the next day. I was like, thank you. Don't forget to leave us a like,
subscribe,
and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye. Should we do a thumbnail?